My AI assistants save me hours each month, and I want to show you how to set up an AI assistant in Perplexity AI. All right, so if you've never been into Perplexity, this is what it looks like. It looks very similar to ChatGPT, but what you will notice the difference is over here we have what's called spaces, and then we have our library of threads. Over here, where we've got our spaces, we can actually have dedicated areas for different projects. So when I click on a space, and there are two types of spaces that I have. One is a generic space. So, what that means is, and I'll go in and I'll show you, I have a business bestie, and it's got in there my content catalyst blueprint, which has all the information about my business, my offers, my target audience, my messaging, my branding, and then my website. And then I have actually set this one to Claude, and I can go through and I can ask it anything to do with my business. And you can see over here in the instructions, all it has is just that it's allocated to Claude. Now, with this business bestie, because it has all my information over here with my blueprint, it knows my business. So when I ask it questions, then it can tell me the answers for. Now, the different type of space that I'm going to show you how to set up today is a custom space, which is your AI assistant. And what we're going to do is we're going to set it up so it will help us plan our content marketing for the month. So let's just call this one Content Marketing Planner. Give it an emoji. So I love a star. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and fill out these two parts with my custom instructions. So if you have specific instructions about your business or you have a specific prompt, this is where you put that information in here. So I have developed a custom prompt for planning my content. So I'm actually just going to copy this into here. So this part enables me to have a shortcut of what it will ask me that I can just paste in each month. And then this part is the actual instruction. So when you are creating custom prompts, you want to make sure that it has the details and always go back and refine it. You can actually go back and watch one of my other videos that talks more about how to set up an AI assistant. This has got all my instructions in here. Now, of course, this is set up for what I want, but if you want to tweak it, you can always tweak it as well. So if you've got your links, so in here, I'm going to add my website. What we want to do is help give it as much backstory on your business as possible. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to grab my website. I'm going to link it in here. Add link. And then I also have my content catalyst blueprint. Okay, so I'm just going to go up and grab the link to my blueprint. So my blueprint has all the information about my business, such as my target audience, my business goals, and content categories, my planner. It's got everything in here. So when I do ask it the questions, it has all the context and answers in here. This is my assistant ready to go. There's one final thing that has recently been updated with Perplexity. You can actually choose your AI model from the front interface of the thread, as opposed to previously you did it in the instructions. So I'm going to set mine. I've got the pro version. Now, the difference between there is a free version, but when you get the pro version, you get access to all the AI models in here, and they're the latest ones. So when ChatGPT makes an update, you get the latest update. When Claude makes an update, you get the latest update. So at the moment, you've got the pro version here. If you just set it to auto, this is Perplexity's in-house model called Sonar, and it'll be the fastest model for you to go out and find answers. But if you want more nuanced projects such as writing and data analysis, then I use different AI assistants for that. So I've got the Pro, and you'll get much better answers out of the Pro. Pro is $20 a month. If you use my coupon code in the show notes, you'll save $10. Okay, so then you also have the reasoning model, and then you've got the deep research model as well. I'm going to use the Pro version. And then when you click this drop down, here are all the other AI models that you've got to choose from. So that's Perplexity, Sonar. So you've got Claude 3.7 Sonnet. I love using this model at the moment. It's one of my favorites. You've got ChatGPT 4 and 4.5, and then you've got Gemini and Grok. So up here in the Pro version, Reasoning is R1. So this is DeepSeek. Okay. Now those servers are actually held on US servers as opposed to in China. All right. So now we've got that. Over here, I've got my web search. So I want every time I make a query, I want it to search the entire web. If you were writing something, say you had a book or a company manual or anything, and you wanted it to only search what you've uploaded into here, you can off-click that. Then you've got the academic. This is for research papers. Anything academic is all found when you click this on. Socials. So if you want to go in and search what discussions are online on social media platforms, you'd click this. I recently did this when I was doing a blueprint for one of my clients, and I was able to pick up on reviews and insights of where people were going and where they were staying. I am actually going to click socials because I do want to know anything that's happening that's trending at the moment, but I don't need academic research necessarily for my topic that I'm planning on, which is marketing. But if you are a industry-driven body such as law or doctors or anything, health, research or anything, I would definitely choose the academic side of things. Okay, so let's go. Now, all I need to do is, this is primed because this is my content marketing planner. This is primed to ask me 3 questions to get started. And I'm going to take a shortcut. And I've got the month of April. So I'm just going to write this in here. So we're targeting, we're going to make content for the month of April. My monthly hero theme is going to be AI for marketing, and then any special events and launches or promos. I am launching my Content Catalyst blueprint, and that's on the 30th of April. So what that's going to do is help me create the calls to action and also the lead magnets suggestions in here as well. And then I'm going to press go. So every time I go to use this space, because it has custom instructions, it will act accordingly based on what the information is loaded into the instructions and also the links and resources that is given to it as well. Now, as I mentioned, I am using Claude 3.7, but if I wanted a different answer, I can actually switch with the different models, and I often do as well. So for example, I'll often switch between DeepSeek and get different answers. Okay, so this is my monthly planner. So this is programmed to give me a lead magnet event strategy, and it's set up for my ManyChat trigger words. So it's going to give me a suggestion. In this instance, it's got an AI marketing playbook, 7-day implementation guide, PDF, and a video tutorial. That's pretty good. I like that. All right. And then that's going to tie into the activities of my event launch. All right, so now it's going to break down monthly themes, because what I share inside Content Catalyst Blueprint is how to turn one video into 15 pieces of content marketing. This is what this planner is based on. I'm about making life so much easier. And so if I have my blueprint set up, it's got all my company and business information and my business goals. And then what I want to do is then create content based on my hero topics that I'm focusing on each month. So this is geared up for that. So what it'll do, it'll give me SEO optimized titles for my weekly content, my hero content, and it'll also actually give me long tail keywords. Long tail keywords are really important for SEO because you want to be using, these are the phrases and sentences that your audience are looking up. And then, of course, search volume potential. This is really important when you want to answer specific questions that people are asking and making content about it. I talk about that inside our blueprint as well. Okay, so then it'll go into the daily content matrix. So it's designed to give you one long form piece of content, and that's where I start with my YouTube video. But then I repurpose that into my blog and my podcast, and it's already giving me a title there of what to start it on. And inside the blueprint, I've actually got another AI assistant that will actually help script that out as well, and then write the show notes for the episode for it, and all the blog and repurposing of it of course, afterwards. All right, so then I've programmed this to give me a concept for Instagram lives. Now, when you are building up your business, it's really important to connect with your current audience, and Instagram lives are a great way to do this, but also Instagram stories as well. And the beautiful thing about these two forms of content is you don't need to edit them, and they're a great way to connect with your already audience, where the long form piece of content, such as your YouTube, your blog, and your podcast, is so your audience can actually go deeper with you. All right, then I've got a couple of social media posts there, which are already written out for you with hashtags and captions. And then I've got some reels. Now, there are three types of reels that we talk about in marketing, in your marketing funnel. One is the top of funnel, which is attraction, and then you need connection, and then you need conversion style reels. So I've given you one of each. Of course, if you wanted to do more attraction style reels because you were building your audience, then you can actually increase the volume of the attraction reels, and you just update that in the custom instructions to give you, instead of one each, you do three of those, and then one and one. I've also programmed this AI assistant to give me the title. So the title is the bit that goes on top of your reel of what you label it with. The hook is what you say. The approach is the style of filming that you take, and then the key elements of what the video is about. So this one's a before and after. And then, of course, your call to action, because when you are building your audience, you will have a different call to action than if you're converting people for an event or for a sales offer that you have. And that will continue down for however many weeks there are in April. And then the final part of this is I've got an email newsletter schedule. So that will give you a content focus as well. Now, because this is actually quite a big custom instruction, sometimes, like I said, I haven't primed this particular assistant yet, so it doesn't know that there are whole instructions. That's got to do with the context window. Claude has got a pretty big context window, but sometimes it just needs a little bit of a prompt when you prime it, and that's what I've just done there. So I've just like, please continue with the instructions. All right, so user-generated content. This just gives you an angle. Now, this isn't appropriate for every business, but if you have a business, especially a product-based business, you want user-generated content, and it'll just give you an idea of how you can do that with campaigns. If you are running paid ads, there are some options there and some suggestions there for your paid ads to tie in with it. And then, of course, your monthly assets that you need. So photography requirements, B-roll, and graphic design assets. One of the things I love about Perplexity AI is that it is constantly being updated with the latest AI models. And I love that you can have a generic space that has memory of your business, but then you can have dedicated spaces for you. My key marketing assistants that I have a business bestie, and then I also have a podcast producer, which will take my transcription of my video and then write my optimized show notes. So they're all optimized for SEO. I then have a blog writer, so that will also then take that transcription and write a fully optimized blog using my words. And that's what I love about it. It's literally taking what I've said in the episode and turning it into a written format that's SEO optimized. And then, of course, my content planner. These are my key AI assistants that honestly save me so much time. So I created the Content Catalyst Blueprint to help you program your AI assistant's brain and to save you hours of time, and also increase your productivity, not for just yourself, but for your whole team as well. Okay, so in the first module, we look at your business goals, because when the AI assistants know what your business goals are, it will actually make recommendations based on that. So then the most important thing is know who you're talking to and identify your target audience. I just did this blueprint for one of my clients at the moment, and we actually had 5 different cohorts within our target audience for each different offer, because it's quite a broad business. And so it enables you to go really, really, really deep on understanding your audience and then the messaging. Why is this important? Well, that's because if you use the words and phrases and answer the questions that your audience is asking, it makes it so much easier to convert strangers into buyers. So getting your messaging right helps you develop content on not just your social media, but everything right through to your collateral and your website content. Because you've got the wording right, you can help your audience clearly and effectively as well. Keywords will really help you able to create content that the algorithms and search engines love. And this is so important. Pretty much each lesson that you go through has an AI prompt here to help shortcut this process. So you're literally going to go up, answer a couple of questions, copy and paste this into your Perplexity business bestie, and it's going to give you so much great information that you'd never be able to come up with yourself. The next part is your brand vibe. So again, this is really important with your marketing. There's a whole brand vibe guide in there as well to help you determine your niche and articulate your messaging really clearly. Understanding your formats and your topics for your business. This is really important as well because you want to be creating content that resonates with your audience and solves their problems, but also how you help people as well. And then we have a system and a workflow so you can plan your content across the month. Now, I've just shared with you the monthly content planner, and that's one part of it. And then I have AI assistants to help you then repurpose it across multiple platforms and manage it with you and your team. So if you want to get a blueprint, you can head over to my website. All the details are in the show notes. Otherwise, if you want to grab your monthly content planner, AI assistant prompt instructions, head over to my website and you'll be able to download that for free. All right, I'm Deb Szabo. Let me know in the comments, what AI assistant would you love to have set up for your business?